Oscar de la Renta is the Cary Grant of American fashion. Born in the Dominican Republic, he is loaded with charm and irresistible to women. He trained in Spain and Paris, then moved to New York in 1963, where his first job was with Elizabeth Arden. Ever since, he's been a firm favourite of fashionable women worldwide, and his clothes make it clear why. He quite simply makes women look and feel fabulous.
I always keep saying that the 21st century is the century of the woman, and they never stop surprising me. I think that it's very exciting to be creating fashion today because never in the history of time there had been a woman as in control of her destiny as a woman today. That certainly makes our work as designers far much more challenging, but at the same time far much more exciting, because we are dealing with a consumer who knows exactly what she wants. I always think that my role as a designer is to make a woman feel her very best and the most feminine. The success of my business is that I have always designed clothes that are extremely feminine. And I think that today a woman knows that even in her work, in the workplace, the power of her femininity is important. And so this is the woman that I dress today is a woman who's proud, who feels great about being a woman, that feels that using the power of femininity is a tremendous asset. I started dressing all the great ladies of New York, like the great beauties like Mrs. Paley and Mrs. Lowell Guinness, and but then I started as well dressing a lot of movie actresses like Raquel Welch, and first ladies like Mrs. Ford was the very first lady of the United States that ever wore my clothes, and I have dressed them all. And the design process starts today, as always, in many, many different ways. Obviously, fabrics, is a great inspiration. It's a source of inspiration because you need fabric to be able to make a dress. And it's the longest because we start the process by looking at a lot of different mills, different fabrics, different manufacturers start to choose, and since then we start working on the sketches with those particular fabrics in mind. But most importantly, I still today fit every single dress that we make, because, if you have a sketch and you make 10 copies of that sketch and you give it to 10 different people to execute that idea, every one of them is going to come with 10 different dresses. It only becomes your own once you fit it yourself and you start, manipulating it so that you will give to it the proportions that you originally envisioned. What is important to that woman is her own sense of individuality, whom she is, projecting her individuality as a woman. And so there is no rules, no regulations, no frontiers that woman cannot, reach or surmount. And today, there are whole new avenues, that are exciting, and for that woman, who buys through the internet, through Net-a-Porter, who buys going into a store, there are so many ways for us to try to seduce a woman to come and buy, and to facilitate as well for a woman to do her shopping, because women today have very busy lives. For a woman to feel fabulous today is to, first of all, have an accomplished life, feel great about herself. I think that today is really a professional woman, a woman who has a full life in the sense of everything is at her disposal, and she's taking everything and enjoying everything. And that is what makes it really exciting.